Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool, but before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. Liverpool star Trent Alexander-Arnold was seen deep in conversation with club chief John Henry during the team's Premier League title celebrations on Sunday, amid increasing doubt over his future. The boyhood Red star is set to become a free agent this summer and has been strongly linked with joining Real Madrid. Alexander-Arnold has been a Liverpool player since the age of 6 and has won nearly every major trophy possible with the club. That includes his second Premier League title after their thumping 5-1 victory over Tottenham this weekend, with many asking how he could now look to leave. He was one of 3 senior Liverpool stars in a similar contract position this season, but Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk both decided to commit their futures to Liverpool by signing extensions, giving hope that Alexander-Arnold might do the same. And there is now even more hope from the fan base that being part of the title celebrations at Anfield on Sunday might be enough motivation for the England international that something special might be happening under Arneslot. That sentiment will only grow after Alexander-Arnold was pictured having a chat with Liverpool owner Henry Pitchside as the club partied at the end of their win over Spurs to confirm their 20th top-flight title. The Reds won the crown with 4 games to spare in front of jubilant fans who were able to witness their celebrations, unlike in 2020. And Alexander-Arnold's conversation with Henry was seen in front of those anxiously watching supporters. They will certainly hope the American was persuading the 26-year-old to sign a new deal amid calls for him to make a U-turn on his future. Alexander-Arnold may have given hope of doing just that as he relished Liverpool's title party, joining his teammates for a rendition of "You'll Never Walk Alone," jumping on the back of teammate Ibrahima Konate and dancing with Andy Robertson. His teammate Cody Gakpo also hinted that the final decision over his future hasn't been made, despite claims of a pre-agreement with Spanish giants Real. Speaking after the game, the Dutchman said now with Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk staying, and hopefully Trent as well, they can keep building. Speaking after scoring the winner at Leicester last week, Alexander-Arnold remained coy on his long-term future. "I have said all season that I'm not going to speak on my situation. I'm not going to go into the details. But days like today are always special. Scoring goals, playing games, winning titles. They are special moments for me, and I am glad to do my part." The right-back, who has featured 351 times for the club, later posted a video of himself singing along to Freed from Desire in the changing rooms with his teammates as Liverpool fans filled social media with messages for him. "You won't get this anywhere else, Trent," one read. Another wrote, "Best of luck to you, Trent. Hope you stay, but if not, at least it was a beautiful end of the story." "If Trent is involved in these celebrations with his boyhood club and still wants to leave, I have no words," a third said. One fan was much more confident, replying to the video of him celebrating with "Convinced you're staying now." Sky Sports commentator Peter Drury asked a similar question live on commentary. He said, "How could Trent consider walking away from this? The days for which he has lived." The title celebrations also saw Arneslot embracing Chief Richard Hughes on the pitch after the club made the 2 key appointments last year that proved to be pivotal in their title triumph. Starman Mohamed Salah couldn't pass up Liverpool's second Premier League title triumph in 5 years without mentioning his former attacking partners Roberto Firmino and Sadio Mane, as well as Jurgen Klopp. The influential trio were the driving force behind the Reds' last title triumph under Klopp back in 2020 and terrorised many a Premier League defence during their heyday. But with both Mane and Firmino leaving Anfield, Salah has become the only one of the 3 to win a second domestic crown. Salah has been in sensational form this season, registering a remarkable 46 goal contributions in just 34 games to help inspire Arne Slot's side to a record-equalling 20th domestic title. But while the Egyptian superstar couldn't help but share a thought for his old Anfield pals as the title celebrations got underway in the aftermath of Sunday's 5-1 thrashing of sorry Tottenham, he admitted this triumph felt far more special. Reflecting on the celebrations back in 2020, where COVID-19 restrictions prevented fans from attending Anfield for the trophy lift, Salah said, Ah, this is way better, 100%. Without Sadio, without Jurgen, without Bobby, with everybody, it feels more special, with the fans. But you know, you have a different group now, a different manager, and you show you are able to do it again. It's something special. Much has been made of Salah's spectacular form this season under Slot, who has worked wonders during his first year at the helm after stepping into the void left by Klopp. And Salah took the opportunity to pay tribute to the Dutchman when he was cheekily asked if the former Feyenoord chief had made him a better player. The forward quipped, "You can see the numbers. Now I don't have to defend much. The tactics are quite different." I said, "As long as you rest me defensively, I will provide offensively. So I am glad that I did." He listened a lot, and you can see the numbers. When you play in the Premier League, you have to defend, but I said that I can gamble, and somehow I can make a difference. My number of assists shows that you can create chances as well. Liverpool finally sealed the Premier League title by crushing Tottenham 5-1 at Anfield. Dominic Solanke had given Spurs a shock lead with a thumping early header, only for Luis Diaz to get his team back on terms of VAR check seeing his goal given. And Anfield was once again back on its feet as Alexis McAllister thundered home a stunning second to put the Reds in front. Arneslot's side all but got over the line with an hour still to play, as Cody Gakpo's clinical finish extended the advantage even further. There was just one man left to get in on the act, Mohamed Salah, and he duly did that just after the hour mark after a lethal Liverpool counter-attack. The hosts still had time to notch another as Destiny Udogie put through his own net. Here are all of the talking points from a day of celebration on Merseyside. For a long time, it's been a case of when and not if Liverpool would be crowned champions for the 20th time, matching Manchester United's record in the process. Just like in this game against Spurs, Slot's side have been by far and away the best team in the league this term and deservedly claim the tag of champions. The Dutchman has to take huge credit for not only doing it in style, but the fact that he has secured it during his debut campaign at Anfield is remarkable. And there are no signs of the Reds slowing down anytime soon. Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk have signed new contracts, and with a couple of new signings, there is no reason why they can't challenge for back-to-back titles next term. But for the time being at least, let's let Slot's men celebrate a thoroughly deserved trophy. For all of the pre-match build-up and celebrations, it's clear that the visitors to Anfield simply did not get the message. Spurs actually enjoyed a bright start on Merseyside and took an early lead. Solanke out-jumped his marker to convert a thumping header. There were muted celebrations from the ex-Liverpool striker, while Reds players looked slightly dumbfounded at what had happened. The goal, however, triggered a roar among the home support, and the players reacted as they quickly found their equaliser. Just 4 minutes after Solanke's header had hit the back of the net, Liverpool were level. It was a goal befitting of the champions. A wonderful pass from Salah let Szoboszlai free down the right flank, and his low ball was tapped home by Diaz for his 12th Premier League goal of the campaign. Liverpool's celebrations were slightly cut short by the linesman's flag, but VAR intervened to give the goal and give the Colombian winger a second chance to toast his goal. If Liverpool's equaliser was a well-worked team strike that was precise and calculated in its nature, the second was a piece of individual brilliance. As Spurs attempted to play out from the back, Liverpool robbed the ball from them, and it eventually fell to Argentine playmaker McAllister. The former Brighton man didn't hesitate as he lined up a scintillating left-footed strike that flew into the top corner of the Anfield Road end net, and it saw the home crowd grow even louder as they got within touching distance of the title. Dutch forward Gakpo has certainly shown promise at Anfield since arriving from PSV, but there has been one slight doubt, whether he scored enough goals. But Gakpo has more than silenced those critics with a standout campaign. His clinical finish against Spurs was his 17th goal of the campaign, by far and away the most productive of his Liverpool career so far. With a Champions medal now in his trophy cabinet, it goes without saying that he will be aiming to add to that next season. There have certainly been some inspired performers among the Liverpool ranks this season, but one man stands higher than them all, Mohamed Salah. The Egyptian has enjoyed an absolutely brilliant campaign, and it was fitting that he was the one to complete the rout as he rounded off a brilliant counter-attack with a lethal near-post finish. It represented his 185th goal in the Premier League and sees him overtake Sergio Aguero as the international player with the most goals. Salah is now just one behind Alan Shearer's all-time record of 47 contributions in a single season, and no one would back against him in breaking that over the coming weeks. In what is potentially a sign of how dismal their own league campaign has been this season, Spurs broke their own record for the amount of changes they made to a Premier League lineup. Boss Postecoglou opted for 8 changes to his side. Only Guglielmo Vicario, Mathys Tel and Jed Spence were retained from the defeat to Nottingham Forest. It's understandable why they did that. Their Europa League campaign is far more important, while a top-half finish looks beyond them. But the simple fact that Spurs have gone to Anfield with basically nothing to compete for with 4 games of the season still to play is simply not good enough. And the fact they got thumped will do nothing to quell the crowd of discontent against Postecoglou's position.